Hey guys, I just wanted to talk about what's next for me and my goals and my plan for next year. Tentatively, because my plan could definitely change. It's just a loose plan at this point anyway, but so next for me is IFA World Championships, which is September 29th, left hand, my money arm, and September 30th, right hand, my party arm. I am trying right, even though realistically, I don't have very many chances with my right. It is feeling strong lately relative to what it usually is. It's hard to pick a goal. Obviously, I would love to win going into the event, though, realistically. Just being realistic of my abilities, my goal was top 5. I really want top 3, to be honest, because top 3 gets a medal. I've never got a medal at a world tournament, but I might post another video explaining this, but it's hard to say like I want top 5, for example, because in a big tournament it's possible that you could be the 5th best guy and place last, to be honest. For example, at Worlds last year, well, just a quick sum up. So like, for example, Mason Drossi took last place at IFA Worlds last year in the senior division. But he only lost to the 4th and 5th place guys. So he potentially could have been 6th best. So it's hard to pick a goal because I could be 5th best and place lower. I might post a separate video on that, but I want to talk about the level of IFA versus WAF though. I'm not going to blow smoke, like I'm an IFA guy because fuck WAF, but I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass and tell you that IFA is as hard as WAF, because it's not. WAF is harder. But I saw a post last year, I'm not going to say who posted it. I almost argued with them, but I was like, screw it, I don't like arguing online that much, to be honest, even though I do it sometimes. Someone said the level of IFA Worlds is so low that if you can get top 10 at WAF, you can win IFA. And that is absolutely not true. For example, I went to WAF 2011. I finished 8th place. Last year at IFA Worlds, then I should have won because I was top 10 before. And I'm way stronger now than I was in 2011. It's not even close. Like, I would literally slam myself. Like, no question about it. Like, not even close at all. I should have won IFA last year by those measures. But I took 11th. So IFA is not a weak tournament by any means. And that's just one example. I know other people have gotten top 10 and not won IFA as well. But WAF is definitely harder. But IFA is one of the hardest tournaments in the world to win without any question. Tournaments, not super match events. Next year, so I'm already set to compete in a round robin left-handed in Tennessee in March with 176-pound weight class with some of the top lefties, pretty much all the top lefties in the country. For example, some of the guys in there are Austin Tevis, Devin Bear, Justin Bishop, who hasn't pulled 76 in a few years, but arguably could be the favorite in my opinion. Dustin Hyatt, Sam Harris, etc. Very tough round robin. I'm thinking next year though, something that motivates me is to compete in states and in events I have not competed in before. So I'm thinking next year I may not do the same tournaments I've done in the past, and I might try to travel to more tournaments I've not competed in yet. And then when I look for tournaments that I have not competed in yet, I'm looking for tournaments with good strict roughing. Potentially cash payouts if possible, but cash isn't the determining factor. I'm not in arm wrestling to make money. But if I can win a couple hundred or 100 here and there, I'm not gonna turn it down. So it's definitely a factor too. But yeah, that's something I might do. And I'm not gonna compete like 20 times or 15 times. Probably, I only like to compete about 4 or 5 times a year. It is more fun to compete more, But I do believe that if you want to be at your best at every event you compete in, you shouldn't compete more than probably 4 times a year, to be honest, because you have to have time to train in between, rest, and peak. I mean, you theoretically you would train for minimum 2 months to like get in good shape, and then taper, and then usually after tournaments I feel pretty beat up for a week or 2, and then it takes a couple of weeks at least until I like start to feel really good again. So if I'm competing every month, then I'm never going to be at my best. That's just me personally, how I feel at this age in my career. Although when I was newer, I have competed up to 20 times in a year before. My first couple years I did. But I might go to some different tournaments next year. Tennessee being one of them. One of my goals, it might never happen, but one of my goals is to compete in every state. I think right now I'm at like 25. I think I'm at like halfway exactly. So, yeah, we'll see, but I might be going to some new tournaments next year, so you never know where you might see me. That's about it. So IFA Worlds, 2 weeks from Friday, I compete with my left. Hopefully a top 3 showing will be awesome, but I'll do the best I can. That's all I'm gonna do. I feel good right now, so I'm gonna give it my all.